morning alls, peoples of the YouTubes and the subs and followers, and super sausage time. We're cutting about halfway down the boring bit. I'm going to do like 40 mile an hour across all the roundabouts and roads to get down onto the A5. They've shoveled the roads again. Oh, the indicator, turn off. Thank you. My button's cold. That's not the only thing that's cold this morning. It is blisteringly cold. It's, I think, about -2. I haven't checked on the car, but a steady barrel. I'm gripping these heated grips for dear life because my hands are frozen. But the obligatory roll to super sausage, and everyone's like, you're bloody mad going out this morning. Yes, I am. I need a bit of therapy. I need a bit of riding. I was going to take the car, but it ain't the same, is it? As I say, all weather riders, you get your fair weather riders. Oh, it's a bit of ice, I'm not going out, it's too cold. Oh no, I'm going to freeze my hands, freeze my fingers, freeze me whatevers. Me, tough it, brave it. It's all worth it just to get a run out on the bike. A little bit of therapy and a little bit of a open it up and all that stuff. I'm taking it easy though. There is a lot of black ice and road ice out here. And a lot of people say, how do you ride in cold weather? Bloody carefully. Very, very careful round the corners, avoiding manhole covers, avoiding all them white lines. That's the stuff that the ice sticks to. So, nice and steady, as they say, steady and surely does it. Back around like a balloon in this weather, you're going to know it. And my fingertips, I can't feel them now. I've got the heated grips on full bore. Screen is up, and you may notice the new sticker on the screen on the outside, Rev Bomb UK, with the YouTube logo. That was done courtesy of BBB, otherwise known as Boating Biker Bird, who does her own stickers, transfers, key rings, and all that sort of malarkey. If you want anything like that, she is always on my live stream, so you can find the Boating Biker Bird on YouTube or message her on Facebook or whatever, and she does loads and loads of stickers. Very, very good rates as well. Got a load more going on bottom, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, all them. So they're all going on the bottom of the screen. I have got the screen up today, get rid of a bit of wind. It's still noisy. You can tell from the white on the trees how cold it is. It is horribly, horribly cold. Right, what we're going to do, because the last one we did, first run up to Super Sausage this year, someone said, well, you always show the run to Super Sausage and you always show the run back, you never show the cafe. So when we get there, as we pull in, I will show you around. We'll have some photos in of the menu, a few photos of people up at it, so you can get an idea of what Super Sausage is like. And for everyone it's like, oh yeah, but it's only down the road. Yeah, Super Sausage has been voted the top caf in the UK. Oh god, I think 5 years running now, one of the top 10 cabs in the UK. There are others, obviously H Cafe down in Oxford, that ain't bad. You've got Caffeine and Machine and all the others, but obviously our local one is Super Sausage. And we obviously got the Triumph. Ooh, take my hands off the bars. Yes, I want to warm my hands up a bit. Just shows how stable this thing is. You can actually take your hands off the bars. Wouldn't advise doing that on a bike, but when you need to rub your hands together, try and get a bit of warmth in them. There we go. Into neutral. My neutral light's working again. It's weird how it gets cold and my neutral light works, and then all of a sudden when you get a bit of hot weather, the neutral light doesn't work. Need a new switch on that anyway, so we've got one coming. We have got my new rad cover in, my rad surround, should I say. The plastic insert that goes around my fairing. £97 from Kawasaki, and I got it from 47 because I knew the guy that works there and he got it betrayed. So that's in. I've got my new rad insert in, or fairing insert should I say, and all my bolts around the fairing panels on the front. I've now got 6 new titanium bolts in there, courtesy of Kawasaki, £8.50 each. Get that visor down. Oh god, that cold in the face is really awful. So we'll catch up in a few. And as you can see, I'm taking my time around these corners. I trust these Pirellis, they're nicely warm, but nothing worse than hitting a bit of black ice and you think, oh crap, and losing the bike. It's not worth it. Take your time, puddle around the corner like an old pensioner. Once you're out on the open road, you can give it a bit of a blip. You see that gear shift, the selector's going all over the place. I know I'm in 6, it's telling me I'm in 4. No, it's in 6. Gear position indicator, they're very known for gumming up. Oh, God, the weather. So, I'll catch you in a few, we'll show you around Super Sausage and we'll do the run home. And tell you a little bit more on the way back. Till then, ta-ta for now.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Right, so here we are coming into Super Sausage, guys. So when you pull up, you come in from 2 directions, and one entrance in, one entrance out. There's bugger all here this morning. Right, let's roll in. So you roll in. That is the main cafe. There is normally a queue out the door, so your restaurant part is there. Loads of seating outside. Putting around the corner, we've got a marquee there where everyone sits out. And lo and behold, it's Simon GTR1400 is here. That's the, what we call the TT pit stop. So in the summer, pit stops open, they do the bacon rolls, sausages and everything from there. Cups of tea. Now, looking around, Simon's got his hat on this morning. Let's just show you the area of the car park while I park up and Simon's warming himself up with the cold hands. So, when you pull up, you've got 3 fake garages there. That is what we call our Motovlog sections. All the Motovloggers normally park here. General public go in that one. Just in front of me here, this bit is normally the Slow Boys, the 1000cc club and all the MCCs. So everyone knows their place in the car park. Once you've been here a few times, you know where we are. Look at the hands are frozen. Absolutely frozen. And yeah, I did that yesterday. I went and touched the exhaust one. I was putting my fairing guard in. So Simon's here. I'm going to go and treat Simon to breakfast and a cup of tea, and as I always do, anyone that turns up and I'm here, I will always treat you to a cup of tea and a breakfast. We'll catch up with you in a few on the flip side. Till then, ta-ta for now.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Grab me gloves. Drop me glove. Cheers, mate. That was Super Sausage, and lo and behold, Simon and myself now are going to bundle down to the Wolf Tales studio, because Jess, the lady biker, is shooting Wolf Tales. Hopefully, if she's there, we shall find out. Uncle Red popped in and disappeared off very quick, so I think he's down the studio as well. So moi and Simon, nice little run on GTR Gen 2 in front of me. I'm on GTR Generation 1, and a lot of people ask, what's the difference between the two? They're GTR fug machines. Mine is Generation 1, no bells, no whistles, apart from obviously me heated grips and bits and pieces. Now the Generation 2 had bigger fairing vents to get rid of the heat, the excess heat. This does get very hot very quick. If it's sat in traffic, it does get the rad fan cutting in all the time. So obviously the Kawasaki on the Gen 2 put the bigger vents on the side to get rid of that excess heat. The other reason being K-track on it, so it's got the different adjusts on power, and it's also got the extra ABS button so you can adjust your braking. Now, Simon's got a bigger screen on his. My screen on mine is a copy. If you remember my last videos from last year, I did have that big screen on it. Obviously I've gone for a slightly smaller screen that looks like the ZZR screen when it's down, because I like to look over the screen, not through it. But you do get a lot more wind noise, so you'll notice on a lot of my videos there is a lot of wind noise. But Simon has also got DRLs on it. Now DRLs basically replace your indicators and your brake lights. Oh, replace your indicators with brake lights. So when he's indicating, the indicators work, and when he brakes, it becomes a brake light. So it's called DRLs, and these ones on the front, they become white driving lights, and when he indicates, obviously they go orange. Now watch that fly, he's away. And obviously mine Gen 1, you can load up the power. But both 1400, both exactly the same engine. These things comfortably, first gear, you can do 70 mile an hour in first gear. They do have 6 speed, but it's 5 speed box plus overdrive. So your 6 gear is an overdrive. As you can see from my revs down there, 75 mile an hour, and I'm only doing 3,500 RPM. So you can sit comfortably at motorway speed all day without even straining the engine. And you can pull a good 50 to 60 mile of the gallon sitting at that RPM. If you're hammering around like a loon like I do, your fuel consumption does come down, and you can normally tell how much someone's using their bike when you start bringing up your average miles per gallon. I've got 42.6 now, obviously taking it easy a day, but comfortably you can get 200 miles out of a tank on one of these before you have to refill. And you can go for at least 2 hours, because the seats on these are so comfortable. So we're going to barrel down the A5 a bit. We'll catch up with you when we get to the studio, and we'll meet you there, and then we'll catch up on the way home with what's been happening on YouTube this week. So as they say, we'll see you in a few.
Many hours later.
PC Plod, Rev Bomb. See, PC Plod, where's your indicator? PC Plod don't know how to use an indicator. That's one for YouTube. Almost at the studio. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. Love these twisties down here. Love it better than my singing anyway. Right, we're not going to give away where the studio is, but we're almost there. A nice little run down the A5. Oh, I think PC Plod needs a driving lesson. I'm going to have a word with the mad old biker about that. You need to teach your coppers how to use indicators. So, back in a few when we are at Subsom's studio, Wolftails, for the next episode. And with a bit of luck, he's got the coffee on. Coffee or tea would be nice. It's still bloody cold, but we're having a good time. See you in a few when we're at the studio, because we're not going to give the location away. Top secret studio. See you soon. Don't look like they're here, does it? All locked up, unless they got the door down. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Oh well. Back at the garage, put my bike away, go shopping. You got an easy run because you're up that way, ain't you? Yeah, well, that was short and sweet. No one at the studio. Obviously called off due to cold. So, back to the garage we go then. Let's go put the bike away. And Simon's in the mirrors down there. Simon's going to follow me back. We're going to have a quick natter when we get back. I shall go and do my Sunday morning shopping as always. And chill out with Mrs. Bomb at home and get this video up and do a bit of editing. So, what's going on at the garage this week? Well, tonight, Exeter Rider has got his live stream going, 8 o'clock. Roads are decidedly dirty down here. Horrible, horrible roads. I've got the bike all dirty now. Right, anyway, Exeter Rider's got a live stream tonight, 8 o'clock. And then Peaky Biker midweek mumble on a Wednesday. I'm back on the Friday live stream and they're going very, very well. We had a really good session this Friday doing the live streams. And someone said, really enjoyed the live stream, and it was actually a really good one. Thanks for doing that. We answered loads of questions. Someone was saying worst ever moments, but if you've got questions, come in on the live stream or drop them in the side chat. We'll all answer them, but we tend to just waffle on about crap like we normally do on a Friday night. My live streams are not bike related. Well, it's bike related part of it, but some of it is just not bike related. It goes down, as we say, going down the rabbit hole very, very quickly. So that is a bit of what's going on this week. We've got lots going on at the garage, loads of bits and pieces going on at the garage. LXS test ride to do after we've replaced the engine. Got the Tempest in. I've seen the first video. I've got to do the second video on the Tempest. Obviously that had cutting out issues, but it seems to be all good now. Simon is still down there in the mirrors. And my visor particularly dirty now as well, so I've got to clean my helmet when I get home. That sounded wrong. But a very, very nice run out of Super Sausage. Treated Simon to his obligatory breakfast, and as I say, if you do come down Super Sausage, come and see the boys. If you fancy a breakfast, cup of coffee, make sure you get there after me, because if you turn up before, you're not getting nothing until I turn up. Peaky did have tried to put it on my tab. Unfortunately, Gail doesn't understand what my tab does. Chris does. So that is everything that happens this week. From Simon back there on the GTR, myself, Rev Bomb. Don't forget, description down below, all the bikers that we follow. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, and do the obligatories. But from Simon, myself, RB, and all the ride crew and Super Sausage crew, be well, ride safe, and as always, it's a big GTR Thug 1400 and goodbye from me.